Hi, this is Lee Estingoy at Toledo 2010. Thanks for stopping by. This is the Castle booth, and we're showing off our new controllers and motors and other products that we offer for the RC power and propulsion segment. Over here you see our boat controllers. We are the distributor for new motors. New is definitely worth the wait. Some of the best motors out there used in all the competition gear. Most of the RC electric world records are owned by New Motors, so if you really want the best, New Motors is where you go. As we come back this way, we've got our 18th scale car controllers. These are the old 18th scale with the new controllers, the Sidewinder and the Mamba Micro Pro. These are dominant in their categories and win most of their races as well. For the bashers out there, we have the low-cost Sidewinder, which is great for 10th scale, and for bashing, it's just a great solution. So we come around this way, we see some of our 8th scale conversions, and what this is what is this vehicle? It's a 8th scale. We have conversion kits for the Losi, yeah, this is a Losi, and the OFNA and the Kyosho. And what that comes with is the plastic battery trays, battery straps, all the mounting hardware to mount the motor, and the gearbox and the controller. And it's a real neat, just straight out of the box solution. So if you have any of these old cars laying around, you can convert them and make them into the fastest things on the street. So the controller that we use in that is the Mamba Monster, which is this guy, which is cleaning up. It won Air Age's Best Controller of the Year award this year, and it's doing great. The motor for those is these guys, which is the 2250 or the 2650. And it's kind of funny, these won Motor of the Year last year, so quite a combo. Our latest car product is this guy right here, which is the Mamba Max Pro. The Mamba Max Pro is both censored and sensorless, which allows us to do some really neat things with timing and give racers about a 15% advantage over a non-smart sense system. So the racing community really loves this, and it's doing a great job for us. So let's go over and take a look at our airplane stuff. Our current line of controllers we call the ICE controllers, and the reason we call them ICE is because they don't get hot. Get it? There you go. That's why they're called ICE. It doesn't mean anything special. They just don't get hot. So what we do is we've got it starts at 25 volts with the ICE Lite. So these are good to 6S. The ICE Standard, or the green ones, are good to 32 volts and 8S. And then, of course, we have our HV controllers, which are good to 50 volts. The HV controllers are the standard. They have been for years, and these are just an extension and a growth of our HV controllers. These are the industry's best. We've got some awesome helicopter software, and this is the choice for anybody flying a ducted fan these days, are using the Castle HVs. So one of the functions that all the ICE controllers share is the ability to do data logging. What that means is that the controller can actually measure the current, the voltage, its own temperature, the ripple voltage, and a few other parameters, RPM, that's what I'm searching for, and record that directly to the chip on the controller. Once you get the thing back down on the ground, you can link up to it with one of our Castle links, which can either take the form of a card like this or that little bitty chip Castle link. And what that allows you to do is connect via USB to your computer and get the data off of it and print out some really nice graphs. And what that really lets you do is just check your setup and make sure it's doing what you need it to do. I know I've made some setups and went back and checked the temperature and found out that I was pushing it a little bit too hard and needed to back off on the prop size. And that's something you just wouldn't know otherwise, because you really don't have access to in-flight temperatures and RPM information and things like that. So that's our basic lineup for 2010. There's a whole lot more coming. We're extending it out. This is the new 120 HV here, which is going to take the place of our old HV 110. And if I could ask you to use your imagination a little bit, when we move it over here to a 8S setup, it becomes a 150. So this is coming real soon. Look out for it. All the usual suspects should be carrying it. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go see the centerpiece of our booth, which is this massive Bell 206, I'm sorry. This was built by a gentleman named Darryl Sprayberry, who's being swamped by people back there in the corner. This chopper weighs 41 pounds, and the reason we have it in the Castle booth is because it's powered by an HV80 up in there. It runs 12S on an HV80. So imagine that, a 41-pound helicopter on just an HV80. This thing has a big axis motor in there. The head speed is about 800 RPM. He gets about a 10-minute duration on it with 10,000 milliamp packs. The scale detail that Daryl does is just amazing. So our hats are off to this guy. He just does amazing work.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.